I mean, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna like what you feel the first time, so it's gonna draw you back a second time.
Mm. Okay, Melissa,
Yes.
where you from and how old are you?
Massachusetts. 48.
48. Okay. And Ellie,
Yes,
where you from and how old are you?
I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I'm 60 years old.
Oh, okay. And Melissa, how long you been down here?
About 13, 14 years.
About 14 years. Oh, okay. Okay.
On and off.
Melissa, did you grow up with both parents?
Yes.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Mom and dad.
Yes.
What about you, Ellie?
Well, I lost my mother when I was young, and my father remarried
He remarried.
a couple times.
Oh, okay. How old were you when you lost your mom?
I was in the fourth grade, maybe. I
Oh,
guess.
you were fairly young.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to hear that. And you had a stepmom also growing
Yeah.
up. Oh, okay, okay. And how was your relationship with your parents growing up?
Um, I was a loner, you know what I'm saying, and also a kid that needed a lot of attention. But basically, it was great.
It
It was
was
all right.
great. It was okay.
Yeah.
When you say you needed attention, what do you mean by that?
I was that type of kid that you know I needed to be zone like told that you're doing a good job, or you know what I'm saying,
Motivated.
motivated, because other than that I used to just get into myself,
Right.
you know,
Right.
like
Got you.
the depression and stuff.
Got you. And Melissa, how was your relationship with your parents growing up?
Great. They were together.
Okay. Okay. And your relationship with your mom, how was it? Were you
Really.
real close with her?
Very close. Very close.
Okay. And is she still alive now?
She is. She
Okay.
is. Not doing so
And
good.
what about your dad?
He passed away.
He passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. How long ago?
Probably about 7 years ago.
7 years.
More than
Oh,
that.
about 7 years ago?
Yeah, more than that. 9.
Way more longer than that.
Over 9.
A little longer?
Yeah, a little longer.
Okay. And your current relationship with your mom now, is it still
It's
great?
very close. We're very close. She's not doing too well. Dementia.
Okay.
She's getting sick.
She has dementia.
Yeah.
She's in the early stages or the late stages?
We think
In the late stage.
the late stages.
She's in the later
Just
stages?
congestive heart failure.
Okay.
She's struggling.
Got
But
you.
we're still very close.
What about you, Ellie? Is your dad still alive or
Yes, he is. Um, he
going
just
strong?
he just recently started going blind. Um, but yeah, I mean, we all right. I mean, we close.
How's your relationship with him right now?
Well, we've always had an open relationship. You know, we just talk straight up. You know, everybody in the whole family. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? We are like we're together regardless.
Open, honest people, just
Yeah,
straightforward.
that's the only way
I
to
hear
know.
you. I hear you. And what about siblings, Ellie?
Um,
Any brothers and sisters?
we had 12 of us, 11.
Mm.
One died.
It's a big family.
Yeah, it is.
Very big. And how was your relationship with them growing up?
We all close knit.
Close knit.
Yeah,
Are they all down here in South Florida?
no, they everywhere.
All over the place. Okay, okay. What about you, Melissa? Do you have any siblings?
Yes, a brother
What,
and sister.
how many of them?
2.
Two brothers, two sisters?
One brother, one
One
sister.
brother, one sister. And how was your relationship with them growing up?
Good.
And it's still currently good?
Yeah, the other sister's in Australia. My brother's up in New Hampshire, so we just talk
Yes.
on the phone occasionally. But we're so close.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. And Ellie, your siblings, were they all from the same mom and dad? I mean,
No, 6 of us was got the same mom and dad, and the other 5, um, well, 2 of them have a different mother, and one of them have a different mother, and one of them it's like 5 baby mamas.
so your dad was kind of a rolling stone, huh?
You got that right.
He's a great man.
Yeah, yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
He is.
I hear you. So you all had a great life growing
Yeah.
up, pretty much.
Well,
Yeah,
one thing
yeah.
about him, he supported all his kids.
Mm. Were you all married before?
No, but common law. We
Okay.
common law husband and wife.
So you've never been married to anyone else, neither of you. Okay. Okay, and what's your current relationship status right now?
Um, we common law, we married
Okay,
by the hood ways, but
When we're in Massachusetts, we're married.
we got to put it in the courts.
okay.
Yeah,
Are you both religious?
yeah, I'm
Okay,
Baptist.
so through God you're married, but
Yeah,
as far as paperwork you're not.
that's
Okay,
it.
I hear you. I hear you. Any kids
No, not amongst each other.
from any previous relationships? Any kids? You do?
Yep.
Okay. What do you have?
3 girls and a boy. 3 girls and a boy.
3 girls and a boy. Okay. And how are your relationship with your kids?
I don't see them as much to to
Your
being down here
situation?
and my situation.
Oh, okay. Are they older?
Yeah, they're getting up there. They're teenagers.
Oh, okay. 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 And how's your relationship with your dads?
Very good. That
Very
part
good.
I can say is good. Yeah.
But they're older now, so you're kind of distant from them as well.
Yeah,
The
we talk.
dads.
We talk.
Oh.
He just changed his number, so we haven't spoken. Ellie talks to him sometimes too.
Do they all have the same dad?
I know my oldest Madison's with my my ex fiance, and then my other 3 youngest are over the same dad.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Got you. Got you. And Ellie, do you have any kids?
None of them.
You don't have none at all. Oh, okay.
Not that I know about.
Was that by choice or medical reasons?
Maybe I don't think I know about
Oh, okay. I hear you. Okay. How did you guys meet?
um, they was building Walmart, and I came out the parking lot and saw this lady walking down the sidewalk by McDonald's, and I was so caught up. I went to her and asked her, "Did she want a cheeseburger?"
Mm,
And she said yes.
directly, just walk right up. And she said yes.
She said yes. She
Mm,
had the most beautiful smile, the most sexiest walk. I just and she was the most prettiest lady I ever seen. I told the whole neighborhood about
mm. You
her.
were in love
Everybody knew
instantly.
about her before she ever came over.
I hear you. I hear you. So was
Now
love at first sight one of those
that's
situations?
what it was. I wish I wouldn't have never brought her over.
Mm,
Cause it's really destroying our lives.
man. And how long you been together now?
Since 2013.
2013. 2013. How did you feel about him when you first met him, Melissa? How did you feel about him when you first met him?
He had a beautiful
Were you
smile.
shocked or?
I can see right through his eyes,
Mm,
right through his soul. I can tell he had a beautiful, amazing heart,
wow,
and I
wow,
love
that's
his
nice.
smile and his
That's
goofy looking
nice.
ears. I cared
So you
about
guys been together a pretty long time.
him.
That's nice. That's nice. And do you guys have any poisons?
I
Any
have
drugs or that you're using?
well, we have addictions because we self medicate ourselves instead of going to see the doctors.
Right.
You
What's your drug of choice, Ellie?
know, well, the only drug that really works is crack.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do fentanyl. I mean, I've tried. I've done a lot of drugs.
Mm-hmm.
But right
What?
now with COPD, the only thing that's really helping when I self medicate myself is the crack.
Got you.
It opens
Got
up
you.
my air passage.
Temporarily.
When were you first introduced to hard drugs, Ellie?
1978.
Okay, so you've been using quite a while.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have.
I was
And
one.
how did it happen? Was it the peers you were with, or?
It started. It started off. I was. I used to detail cars and boats,
Mm,
and
good money.
and this lawyer had me detailing this boat, and he used to cook crack cocaine on the boat,
Mm,
and he took me out with him one day on the boat, and I had went to sleep because I had detailed it before we went out. And, I had fell asleep, and when I woke up and went up top of the boat, I didn't see land nowhere,
Oh,
and
wow.
I got seasick.
Mm,
So he took me down back in the boat, and he had this pipe sitting on the table. And he said, "Here, just take a puff off of this. You'll feel better." And it ain't never stopped.
wow. Wow. Did you know what it was, or
Well, I knew it was cocaine, but I mean,
you didn't know
it
about
was
crack?
called freebasing at that time.
Mm. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. So from there, you were pretty much on drugs ever since.
I ain't stopped yet.
Mm. Mm. And what about you, Melissa? Uh, are you on any drugs, or
Yes,
what's your drug of choice?
crack and alcohol.
Drug and alcohol.
Yeah.
When did you first start? How long ago?
Regularly alcohol probably about when I was 20.
Mm. So it's been a while for you as well.
Yeah, and the crack since I came to Florida.
Oh, okay. How were you introduced to it?
I got off the wrong bus from work, came down for sober house in Boston. I really only smoked pot, marijuana, and drank alcohol. I didn't even know what crack was. And I know that sounds foolish, but I was just
Hmm.
pretty much raised in a bubble. All the bad stuff was kept out, so I
Right,
didn't really know what it was at all.
right.
Um, got off the wrong bus. Was introduced to this guy down by the tri-rail.
Hmm.
He introduced me to a couple other people, and I was smoking my pot after work. And I didn't have any friends because I just got out of the sober house, so I made friends, and I thought, and I was like, why am I eating so much pizza? Nobody eats here, and they're all staying awake, and I'm tired, because
Yeah.
I'm eating my pizza, my ice cream, and so I'll just try it, I'm a woman, so everyone wants their weight to be the right
So
size. So I tried it, and I'll try it for 2 months just so I get back to my original weight,
right.
and I just never stopped.
Never stopped
It
ever
got
since.
worse, yeah.
Wow. Well, and the alcohol, how long you been drinking
I
for?
love drinking. Since regularly since I was 20, and I had my first sip when I was 14.
Mm.
But
Have you guys ever been in any programs?
No,
yes,
You
I have.
have?
I have.
I
Ellie,
have.
you haven't. What about you, Melissa?
I have, yeah,
You have.
in Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. How did that work out for you?
I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it. I felt good about myself.
Right.
Um, but I like to smoke and I like to
So
drink.
you weren't really there. You
I was
didn't,
kind of quartered.
right? You weren't really motivated to do it.
No, I wasn't ready.
Mm.
I just have a hard time with it. I just think that you're ready when you're ready for addiction. Nobody can tell you to do it. They
Right.
can help you if you
Right.
ask for help the person, but I don't think the court should mandate you do it. You just help as best you can, but it's really within the person to be
Right.
ready.
To be ready and get
Yeah,
it done.
that's what I struggle with, being ready.
I think honestly that it should never be anything called as rehabilitation because
Hmm.
I don't think that should be a word.
Mm.
It should be rehabilitation.
Right.
If
Right. Oh,
it's
wow.
not
Wow.
within me, it's
That's a
nothing.
nice one. That's
Yeah,
a nice
it
one. I
gives you a
never
high
heard of that.
power.
That's nice. Yeah.
That's a very
Yeah,
good
that's
point.
true. That's true. Ellie, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue? What about you, Melissa?
Red.
Red, blue and red. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Ellie, you have any favorite TV shows?
um, well, I used to like to watch the cockfights and the big battles. But I haven't been able to watch TV now in a month of Sunday.
Mm. So you don't really watch it much
Yeah,
lately?
we don't got no TV
Oh, okay. What about you, Melissa? Any favorite TV shows?
Yeah, it was game shows.
Game
I was,
shows?
yeah, dorky.
Price is Right?
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of
That's
Fortune?
right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice, nice.
That's one of my nicest.
Ellie, what do you do for income? Income. What do you do for income?
Well, I used to be a longshoreman,
Hmm.
and then my health started failing me, and I became homeless. And now I'm a panhandler.
Hmm.
So, you know,
So you panhandle,
yeah, I'm panhandling enough days
right?
to keep us alive,
Hmm.
keep food on the table. I just can't get us at a table.
That's good, honest living. At least you're not breaking into houses, you know.
Well, I'm
That's
not
good,
doing
honest
what I
living.
did the chain gang.
He doesn't need to be out here either. I'm stuck out here, kind of. I mean, I could go home, but he's just trying to support me as well. Not leave me
Right.
outside by myself.
So you do the same as well for
I
income?
Yeah, I used to bartend, waitress, and dental assist, but I got into the drugs and he just brought me down.
Brought you down,
Yeah, I met the wrong people. They got me into a bad type of environment.
right?
And I'll never do that, and next thing you know, and then he pulled me out away from as much of the bad as he could,
Why?
And, so that's what I'm doing right now, panhandling a little bit,
Right,
but
right.
so
At least you're
I
doing
got
something
control of it
honest, you
to
know.
get better.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
What about education?
Hmm.
Did you finish high school, Ellie?
I did.
Okay, okay. And what
Well,
about
wait,
you,
I ain't
Melissa?
gonna say I finished high school, but I did get a GED.
Oh, you did.
Right.
That's
Okay, okay.
finishing
Same thing, same thing. And what about you, Melissa? Did you finish high school? You did.
from college. From college.
Some college as well.
Hmm.
What did you go to college for?
Sales and business management,
Oh,
marketing. Yeah.
nice, nice.
Basketball, basically.
Did you finish it as well?
No, I went in the military.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. And have you worked in that field before?
What, dental specialist?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my certification. Not with the sales. With the well, yeah, I've done the sales, but um, I got my certification for the dental in the military. So yeah, I've used it
Oh, okay. Wow,
until I
wow.
decided to smoke crack, and then I lost my
Mhm.
teeth. So
Mm-hmm.
it's
Okay,
really negative.
okay. And Ellie, do you have any criminal history?
Of course.
You want to talk about it?
Well, uh, by the grace of God, I'm here. I'm out here in the streets now. But I had 3 consecutive life sentences. And
Wow.
Andrea Sholowitz, her dad was my attorney, and he on his deathbed he told his daughter to never stop fighting to free me. And after 17 and a half years, she found a loophole in the case and overturned him. And it took me 24 years, 11 months, and 19 days to get out, right? And I watched a whole lot of people
Wow.
lose their mental capacity because they was trying to do it instead of one day at a time. It just made me know that I had to do it one day at a time
Right.
because I watched them crack up, and they
Right.
were some good people.
Man.
And I mean, I watched them lose it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just forget who they really are.
Yeah.
End up in an ice cream jacket. It was just crazy, man. And watched a lot of people get killed, raped. It ain't no place that I would wish upon anyone.
Hmm. How did you keep it together, Ellie? What did you do?
One day at a time. One day at a time,
Oh,
and let
okay.
God be in control.
Right. Right. Right.
You
Did you stay to yourself, or were you more of a group person?
No, I'm alone.
Okay. Okay. Must have been tough. Were
Hey,
you in contact with your family or friends while you were in there?
well, my family is always gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But I only received one visit in 24 years.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. That must have been
But
tough.
they sent money all the time.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
you really want to see them.
Wow. And it's a blessing that you're out. You said they found a loophole in the case.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. You rarely hear that ever happening.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow. Wow. That's awesome.
And it overturned all three of them.
Hmm. And what's your guys' current living situation right now?
Um, we live in 666 Oak Plaza.
Sounds dangerous.
It is. We live, we living in a plaza where they have a couple churches,
Hmm.
and the people is allowing us to stay there.
Okay.
They're not calling the cops or anything,
Okay.
and we try to keep the place clean.
Hmm.
Mm. But
They're looking to try to help us
Right.
get into programs or get back on our feet a little bit.
Right. That's what I was going to ask. Did you guys ever try to get into any government programs? So they do help.
but we're gonna have to get into something, right?
Mm.
Because this can't keep going on.
I hear
I
you.
fall dead out here.
I hear you. I hear you.
You
And how long have you been in that situation? How long have you been?
A while.
A whole
Quite a
A
while.
time.
while. The time goes by when you're smoking
Yeah,
crack.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
yeah, man. It,
It's
it's been a
embarrassing to
while.
say.
Anything crazy that you guys want to talk about that happened to you since you've been out here that you could recall?
Well, yeah, they take you to jail for nothing. I mean, you get the dudes. I mean, the guys are perverted. The girls are maniacs.
Wow.
Man, and it's crazy. And it also, when you get, being on drugs and being homeless, it may if you're not careful, it'll make you desperate. You know what I'm saying? Angry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And
Everyone outside has an ulterior motive.
yeah,
Sorry to cut you off. You can't trust anyone. And
right.
you know, coming from everyone's everyone's probably had a good upbringing with some part of their life. Where I come from, like you generally can just trust people. I didn't understand when I first got here. I said, don't talk so much.
Hmm.
I don't, hi, how you doing? You know,
yeah,
shut me
being
down a
friendly.
lot. You know,
Yeah,
out
yeah,
here. Um,
Cause you open doors like that.
they prey on it.
yeah.
A lot of people, not all.
Mm,
There's good and bad in every environment. You know what I mean?
right. So
But
you guys filter the type of people you interact with,
I don't
pretty
like
much.
them. I don't want
Hell,
to
Okay,
be here. I want to get better, and
I hear you.
I love this man.
I
And
hear
he
you.
deserves a good life.
And I
He
wish you
suffered enough.
guys, I wish you guys the best in the future as well.
well, we
I
thank
hope you
you
make
very
it
much.
happen. What do you guys do as far as mental therapy, like getaway? Do you guys walk on the beach or do you
Yeah,
draw?
I need to.
you
I need.
can't take her to the beach.
Oh,
She like to go at
No
night and
fish.
she like to get in the water.
oh, wow.
He's afraid of the water.
And sharks are what?
That's what
Nocturnal
I'm trying to
creatures,
tell you.
right? Yeah.
Every time I go to the beach, I see Joe.
Mm. I hear you.
I ain't going out there.
Yeah, yeah.
We can go to the swimming pool though,
Mm.
but I
But
ain't
not
getting in
that
that beach.
beach. Yeah, I hear
I ain't
you.
scared of that beach.
You know
I
what?
hear.
If any addict women are out there for that reason, I just want to say, don't put yourself down.
Mm-hmm.
I've probably been through it and more, and just people prey on beautiful young people, and and it doesn't matter what color you are.
Hmm.
They're gonna do it. If you're in a drug environment, it's gonna happen. You are
Mm-hmm.
what you're associated with. And I hate to say it, but it's the truth. You're gonna be judged by your surroundings, you're gonna be judged by your behaviors. Even if you change your behaviors, you're still gonna be judged by your private.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta overcome that. And you have to love yourself. You have to learn
Mm-hmm.
to love yourself. And I don't love myself yet, but I'm trying. So please, just love yourself enough to know that this is just a little thing in your life. You will pass, and you can move past it, and you can better yourself. Because I'm in the process of not knowing what the heck's going on in my life, but I just don't want anything like this to happen to any of us.
Mm.
Stay away from the drugs if you can, just because the men take advantage, and the men take advantage of women, and they take advantage of men and men, women and women. I mean, everybody's everybody. You never know what you're going to see from out here. So you don't stand a chance if you keep doing drugs. So just I gotta go.
Well
And you too.
spoken. Well spoken. Well spoken. And all it takes is one try, huh? And you're pretty
Yeah.
much hooked.
But not
That's
saying you
all it
pretty much
takes.
hook off the one try, but I mean 9 times out of 10, you're gonna like what you feel the first time,
Right.
so it's gonna draw you back a second time.
Mm.
And the more it draws you back, the
That,
more
yeah.
the bigger your
That's what they
addiction is.
do, and then they'll decrease it, the amount that they give you. So it makes those women go in there that aren't from this type of area.
Mm-hmm.
You know, up north and everything, people come down here for timeshares and stuff like that, not knowing what's going on.
Mm.
And these people, some people in certain areas, prey on these innocent people, and it's
Wow.
not right.
Wow.
And I would never go into that environment.
Wow.
And do the things I did because
Mm-hmm.
of the drug addiction.
Right. Right.
And I'm very angry and upset with myself. And I'm understanding why so many people in this environment are horribly angry and
Uh-huh.
taking it out on other people. Most likely because they're all hurting inside.
Yeah.
I'm not coping the right way
Right.
by using drugs. You know,
Now, have you heard some stories from the other girls that make you feel that way?
I have people who have been tied up and put in rooms for a week or two, getting hurt, forced drugs on them, raped. We saw, I didn't see it, but there was a woman in Saran wrap
Mm-hmm.
in the local area with a condom in her mouth,
Wow.
dead,
Wow.
right? One of the girl had her eyes poked out.
Oh my goodness.
Sure, bad things have happened to some men too, you know, with you or anything. It's sad. It's sad, you know.
And I can see it in y'all eyes, it's
You know,
sometimes it gets crazy out here.
I think we're the only couple, and we're fighting constantly because of how they're trying to separate us because they see good in us. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
we can make it, but hey, if you're down and out, what do you want? You want to make somebody else down.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
What are you guys' plans for the future as far as getting up and getting out
Well, we looking right now to take advantage.
programs?
First thing we're gonna do is once we get clean in the program, we're gonna see if we're gonna save enough money to get us a small place out of the area.
Hmm. And go from there.
Yeah.
Where do you guys feel like you want to move to eventually and start over? Are you going to stay in Florida?
I don't know. But whatever makes her happy.
Mm.
Wherever part of the family's still alive. On
Okay.
both sides, I'd like to be close to family.
Got you.
I think you would too,
Got you.
man.
Anything else you guys want to say or something you want to get off your chest?
Not really. But I just want everybody to always question yourself that you're making the right decision, because a bad decision gonna land you in a bad situation.
Mm.
So I just want people to understand that life is way more than that.
So,
It's about keeping your head on. You know?
And before we go, Ellie, do you want to touch on what happened to you that got you into that situation where you
Well,
were in prison?
yeah. I went joyriding one night with some friends, with some dudes I was all right with. And we ended up robbing a jewelry store, and a couple people got shot.
Mm.
So and then the result, they gave us
They,
well, that didn't get us in. Then they hadn't arrested me then. I turned around and killed my friend, and then after it all got, they took me in for that. You know what I'm saying? I
hmm
ended up beating the charge with killing my friend, and then they sunk me on the robbery and shooting of the Jews. So
hmm
they gave me 3 consecutive life sentences.
So now the cases, the trials, and everything are over with. Everything's clear. You're all clear
I
now.
don't got no papers, no nothing.
Okay. And you decided to make better decisions. It seemed like at this point.
I'm not I'm not throwing no rocks at the chamber. I know
Mm.
that.
And you were a lot younger then too, as well.
Of course I
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
I was sprouting. Now it's kind of hard to move.
Mm.
I wish they could help us, everyone outside with addiction. Because I mean, when she said, what is it called when you get reacclimated with society or whatever.
Right.
If you're an addict, if you use it, and it's gonna put you in a bad situation to make a bad choice. Like he said, try not to make the bad choice. But putting him back in prison or putting him back in jail, I'm not a, I don't have letters behind my name, but that's not right.
Yeah.
That's not right. You're putting
Right.
him back in the same environment, making him feel like A, B, C. You go from here to here to here like a rat, like a little gerbil in a cage.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to be in a cage.
hmm
Nobody does.
360 degrees, just a
Get us help.
repeat. Yeah.
Get us help.
Yeah.
A person gets tired of being told when to go to sleep, when to eat, when to go, you know. And then when you finally make it back out in society,
Try
Yeah.
not to be controlling to your
you
boyfriend.
don't want to be, you don't want to be controlled by anything. You don't want to go on someone's job and he's going to be hollering at you. So you really need to just be an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, and get into your own business. That's why most guys coming out of prison say they want to open up a detailing shop or a lawnmower shop, not a lawn business, because they want to stay away from people being in control of them.
Right. 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 They want to be free, make their
All
own
the way.
decisions. I hear
Yeah.
you. I hear you. Okay, guys, that was a wonderful interview.
All
A
right,
lot
thank you.
said,
Well,
a lot of insight. Ellie,
yeah,
Melissa, I wish you guys the best in the future.
thank you.
Thank you.
And I hope everything that you guys try to get accomplished gets done.
Thank you.
If
Okay?
it's God's will.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
God bless you. Thank you.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Bless you guys.
Thank you very much.
Take it easy.